stupid ass stream. There we go. What playbook should I use?
A live look at Piscataway, New Jersey at Shai Stadium. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Baylor Bears and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Scarlet Knights head coach before the game. They are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation. And now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Scarlet Knights headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Fielded in the end zone, it's Green. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
No practice everybody, bro. I'm not sure.
They go play action with Lagway. Moving to his left. He'll get rid of it. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
That's a really great play by the defender, and we obviously know the defense gave up a ton of points there last time out. Coaching staff told us, David, they wanted to be more aggressive this game. And here you go, the opening drive of the game. Great job by the defender that time, breaking on the ball, swatting it away, and trying to send a message to the offense.
Well, and sometimes the defenders, they're trying to make plays. They're trying to catch it. And a lot of times, because of that, they misjudge the football. I like knocking it down, making sure the receiver doesn't catch it. They were challenged all week about a negative performance a week ago. Good to see them come out early with some energy and making some plays.
Lagway wants to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right.
Why are you right there under him? That was your jump, my guy.
Down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Bears come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Fires to the wide.
Thank you.
Picked off, and the
That's the
opening
pick.
drive is stopped with an interception.
That's what we needed, baby.
Start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
Let me see if my boy got the Jets or nah.
Wants to throw one first. He's going for
Oh, yeah, he got him. He got it. Come on, come on. Oh. We got to push that shit further, though, bro. With 97 throw power,
equal to the challenge to knock it away.
I don't like that, bro. 97 throw power, that shit should have been.
To really get into the rhythm of the game and not force
Not you, gang.
The quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
On the move. Plows through the defense.
Big body, that's why we got you. That's why we got you.
Pick up the first down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback keeper.
Oh, my God, bro. You supposed to go to the outside, nigga.
And he got nothing on first down. Second and long here.
Your secrets. Oh, that's Hawkins is the guy.
Left it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Between the hashes, it's Hawkins.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. It's picked off, and they ruin
I ain't even gonna play underneath like that. That's mine.
Takes it the other way. The 40. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Baylor!
We'll catch him next time with it, right over the top.
The extra point after the first score of the game. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception.
You keep asking about food, though.
Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Fresh set of downs going up top. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Second down, gonna throw it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Timeout taken by Baylor. It's second. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Flag wave. Keeping his eyes downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Back to throw. It's Flagway. Finds us back in the middle. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Bears in the hurry-up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Across the 45. Maybe a crease. Inside, into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Drops back on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They'll need a bunch on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Scarlet Knights, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Wants to go up top on second down. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Wide receiver comes in motion. Right at the line. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense. It just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Long way to go on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mitchell. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Making the adjustment. Looks as if he's going to run it. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run, and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Wide receiver going in motion. Selling the fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
And guys, they've come through on the first 2 third down tries. This one might be a little tougher. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able.
Lined up for the 3, and it's a fake. They want to throw it. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. Throwing, Lagway. On the move. Slings it downfield. And he gets rid of it.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Under pressure. Blasted as he lets it go. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
3rd and long right here. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that's a teach tape on 3rd down right there. That's a great job by the defense. Being back, understanding it's 3rd down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football, go down, be very physical. You want to throw a slant, man, you make sure that they feel you. That's a great job by this defense, being physical, making sure he doesn't secure that catch.
The Bears decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
One back in the backfield. He gets to carry. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Tells the run, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Finds his man. It's Hawkins. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Scarlet Knights look to keep this drive humming. A run for the quarterback. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Right down the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Pulled down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball-hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Nowhere to go. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Lagway to pass. Got a man. It's Danzy. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And finally, their big play receiver gets in the stat column with his first catch of the game, and we're here late in the 2nd quarter. You got to give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've done a nice job taking him away and limiting his damage. Let's see if they can keep it up, though, because when this guy gets hot, he's virtually unstoppable.
And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
To the air, it's Lagway. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They want to run this quarterback. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And you could tell that the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Buying time to his right. Out wide right, it's Green. Touchdown, Bears! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hopkins. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Fresh center down's going to the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Scarlet Knights want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Looking deep down the right side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Rutgers takes its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Changing the routes with his receivers.
Booster! Squid! Down a level! Sweep! Flash!
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. Timeout called here by Rutgers, and that's their third. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the number 21 team, the North Texas Mean Green. And it's the Red Raiders with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So
he might have gotten way too greedy there, held it too long, and couldn't throw it away to avoid the loss.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Back to pass on second down. Got a man. It's Houston. Dragged down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Got his man downfield. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Wants to throw one first. They're all over him. Fires on the move. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Ready, go!
Gonna look downfield again. Going over the top. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. So after that turnover, they can add to this already sizable lead with their first drive of this second half. Lagway wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. So nice to have these tight ends.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Scanning the field, it's Lagway. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defensive coordinator was really pleased with this unit after registering 3 sacks last week. He wanted to add a few more wrinkles in their blitz packages to see if they could build on that in this game. So far, they hadn't gotten to the QB until that last play just now. Now let's find out if they can crank up the heat.
Lagway will try to get it from the gun on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
not a lot of good plays for third in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
The kick is on its way. They're going to mark this one at the 15. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that?
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bears!
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
Comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here. Get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Second and long here. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time, throwing the incompletion.
They come to the line, facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. Lets it fly. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Got it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Bears! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Hauls it in down the sideline. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Mitchell. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Right side, it's Mitchell. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Pushes ahead. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Plowing ahead on 4th down. He's not going to get there. He needed 2 yards, but he just got 1, and the defense comes up with a stop. Lagway. Quick completion on the out. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. And the Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the 2nd half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Still looking. Myers on the move. He's got him wide open. Turning it on. He was so close to wrapping up this 3rd quarter with a score. What a play to finish off the period. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Out wide right, it's Green. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Throwing, Lagway. He's going for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a... And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And they get him again. This has not been the day we expected. This young man, we expect great things. Like, he is one of the better players in college football. You think he'd come out, put on a show, but this defense has had his number all game long.
Down he goes. 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a huge play. Pulls in the deep ball. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
A 3rd down try for the offense. Straight ahead, it's Mitchell. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Snaps on 4th down. Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Here's Lagway to pass. Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch. It's Green. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Wide out trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Goes straight ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Right side, it's Smith. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Hopkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Give to the single back. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Right back to it. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Sells to run, looking to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. To the back. They put the brakes on him.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Lagway on the play action. Buys time to his left. Got out of trouble and throws. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play.
Deep shot for the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He's changing the play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.